All right, we back.
You got my applause over there? Can you hear my applause, bro?
Oh yeah, I hear the applause, man. Let me make sure this bell and everything, you know.
Oh
hear the
man,
music.
sorry y'all. We had to reboot it.
And a reboot.
We had to reboot. All kinds of technical difficulties going on. We the goddamn Dank Dads in the building. Sorry, y'all.
You know, we
Man,
back.
you talking about AI technology taking over? The motherfucker just came and tried to keep me from speaking.
Terminators, man. The Terminators.
Come on, man.
You know?
Yo, first of all, let me say this, bro. Let's go back into a whole nother direction. We'll start up. But did you watch the fight last night? Did you see the highlights of the fight from Boots Ennis fighting this guy, Villela?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Man. So I got a lot to say about that. That's why I wanted to say that one kind of for last. I got a lot to say about that, man. I mean, we could go with it. We could definitely go with it.
Well, I was only going to leave that way because Showtime was so gracious enough to give us the fight and the first All Access. And the All Access was really, really good. So they went from Boots fight to Earl and Crawford's All Access. Okay. It was phenomenal. Matter of fact, it was one of the best All Accesses I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. Showed a lot of family stuff. Just really showing how great of men these guys are.
Okay.
Like really highlighting the fact that these guys are professionals, family men, and businessmen. And there was a really good depiction without seeing all the Bentleys and the money and now you know I love to see that shit now. That's not anything that I'm opposed to.
Right.
But this is like one of the first times I've ever seen like just something that was really authentic of what a real fighter's daily regimen is and what he needs to be successful when it comes to fighting that square circle. And, you know, I think for any real man who has a family, who's a family man, a father, I think that when your household is in tip-top condition, I think everything else in your life is in tip-top condition. You know, business is booming, everything, you know, as long as your household is right, you know, and they showed a lot of that. It's really cool to see, man. Salute to those guys, man.
Go ahead. I'm going to this break real quick. Go ahead.
Huh? What did you say, Stack?
I'm going to take this call. Go ahead.
I got you. Yeah. So I watched the Boots fight last night. Boots fights this guy, Villela. He looked really good in the first 2 rounds. He even touched Boots a lot, which I didn't like. He really put a lot of hands on Boots, which I thought was kind of scary that this guy was able to get as many shots. He wasn't a huge puncher, so of course Boots could just eat those punches, but at the same time, that's not a punch that he could take from Crawford. And there's still a lot of work. Even though Boots looked really good last night, there's still a lot of work on Boots, and I think. I truly believe that. This kid he fought his heart out. He did as best as he could. The only reason why they didn't stop this fight, and when I say he fought his heart out, the main reason why they didn't stop this fight was because every time they looked bad, this kid would come back out of nowhere and throw like 2 bombs to his kid's head. Bop, bop. And they'd be like, oh shit, he's still in. The crowd would go crazy. And then they wouldn't, you know, then he would take more punishment. As soon as guys would jump in and stop it, he would jump back. He would, you know, hit Boots with a couple of good shots. And, you know, it was just one of those kind of fights. But it was good to see Boots come back from his last fight, because his last fight, he looked really lethargic in his last fight. It was not as sharp. He wasn't standing behind his jab as he usually does. Listen, Boots, Boots looked great, but and he called out the big boys when he got done. He called out Earl, of course, and Crawford, which I don't think he gets that fight no time soon. I don't know if those guys are going to stick around in that weight class. So maybe he gets Boots a fight if Crawford wins. Maybe he gets Boots a fight if he loses. Maybe he gets Boots a fight. Either way, I think it'd be a hell of a fight. But salute to Jerron Boots Ennis, man. He fought a hell of a fight last night.
Fight ain't the word. Hell of a fight ain't the word. I think you're doing that man injustice.
Yeah, like I said, he got touched a little bit too much for me. But he fought a hell of a fight. He got touched too much.
What's too much? What's too much?
This kid hit him with some heavy hooks, heavy uppercuts, bro. This kid really, I'm telling you, like I'm not bullshitting around. This kid really did. Huh?
I said, what's his name? What do you say his name?
Villar.
He ain't no slouch. He's not a slouch at all.
No, I'm not saying that he is a slouch, but he's no Terrence Crawford.
No, he's no Terrence Crawford.
He's no Earl Spence, and I'm saying that he can't fucking risk ever giving those guys those same opportunities with some of those shots. It was the shots, it was the hooks, it was the uppercuts that he was catching that he caught him with. He caught him with a lot of it, and that was the main reason. Like, to be honest, bro, that was the main reason why they didn't stop the fight. They didn't stop the fight because every time it looked like this guy was ready to die,
he popped that boom right up. Yeah.
He would catch him with something, and they'd be like, oh, like, and I was like, damn, okay, that's the reason why he took as much punishment as he did.
Man, I think they should have been stopped that fight, but the uppercuts were clean. That especially that right uppercut right through the hands, man. It's like for Ennis, I think it did expose a little bit of his, the chink in his armor, his defense. I think it did get exposed a little bit. Yeah. Him and Crawford or him and Spence? That's tough.
Yeah, I may have to take back a few things I said.
Okay.
After watching them last night.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's the guy though.
He's the what?
He's the guy. He's the guy. He looked good.
I think he is the guy.
So, how you think he handled the power of that fighting?
He didn't have no problems. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't hurting. I mean, the fact that this guy was hitting him with them shots is what bothers me more than anything. He definitely could take the punches. That wasn't an issue for him. What was bothering me the most was that if Earl Spence catches you with that uppercut that he caught you, going to sleep.
True.
You're not going to fucking survive. Cause listen, I counted 3 big hooks and I counted 3 big uppercuts.
Yep.
And they were clean. Bow. I said, yo, he couldn't have risked that with Crawford.
No. So, what do you think about him being an ambidextrous fighter? I think that's
Boots.
Yeah.
Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Boots stayed traditional most of last night. It was mostly traditional all night last night.
We saw some switch-ups.
He had switch-ups?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I think...
It was so clean, you barely noticed it.
Listen, if you noticed that last night, that guy had more of a West Coast style. His feet were a little more wider, right? So it's almost like if your legs are like this, Boots has got that East Coast shit.
Yeah.
Where you really got that narrow stance. What? Yeah. Where Boots has a more of a narrow stance. That's that East Coast shit. And yeah, I think he was exposed. I think he was exposed.
I agree. I mean, but look, it was a hell of a fight, though. It was a hell of a fight.
It was a great fight to watch, though, right? I enjoyed watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoyed that.
What do you think about? All right. One thing specific that I noticed, I made the comparison. I asked you about, hey man, has this dude been training in Floyd's camp?
Yeah, you did say it this morning.
I asked you that. And okay, so a few things that I did see that we did.
He's talented as fuck now. He's talented now.
Hey, look, we saw the shoulder roll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the jab, the shoulder roll, and that whole stance to block the hook as well if it's coming. You know, the shoulder roll and the block and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is indicative of Floyd's camp. We also seen the fencing jab that Floyd's throw. I call it a fencing jab because it's just like fencing when you throw that jab out to the gut. And usually in the first 3, maybe 4 rounds, the opponent usually swipes that away, you know. And what it does, it trains the opponent to want to swipe that away. And when around round 6 or 7, when you get to swiping that away,
mm-hmm.
you know, you get caught up top. You good?
What?
Oh no. Now I'm saying you get when you get to swiping out of the way, you know, and you're gonna fall for it because he's been sticking his jab in your gut. You know, that's that bone right there in your gut all that time. So you're anticipating that, and you're gonna go to swipe that down and find yourself getting hit with that hook. You know, and we've seen that, which is so. I mean, it's right out of the Mayweather blueprint. You know, it's one of his. You know, you see that setup, you know, all right, yeah, this man gonna get knocked out in about round 8. You know, you know it. You see the setup. So I mean, we saw that. So I mean, you think? I mean, what's your take? You think he been watching Floyd? What's up?
I think that maybe too. Now that I think about it, I think too. You know, yeah, I take back a couple of things that I said about him beating Earl and Crawford. I take that back. I said that on our last podcast. Yep. Mm-hmm. I think he offensively, I think he is special.
Mm-hmm.
The way he opens you up with that jab, my God. And listen, I for a long time the guy had his hands in front of his face. He just boom, kept catching that jab, boom,
mm-hmm.
boom. But it was the way he kept. Then he started to kind of lullaby with that jab. And he was throwing other shit off of it. Then he started that same jab shit to the body.
Mm-hmm.
He would just go. It was just like he was just poking it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Yo, you right." So I'm not afraid of the offense, bro. I think the offense is why I said what I said the last podcast.
Okay.
Is because of the offense, right?
Okay.
But yeah, I just saw a lot of defensive holes I didn't like last night.
Yeah. Especially for that guy to give him, you know, because man, you was like, yo.
I called you.
He's like, hey.
It's going down. It's going down. Because listen, for a minute they were just slugging.
So that toe to toe. We don't see those. We don't hardly see those too much.
No, not like that. Shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Mm-hmm. That make it real right there.
It was beautiful, bro.
That take me back to high school.
Oh my God. Oh God. It was so beautiful, bro. I really enjoyed watching that fight last night. That's the truth. No lie.
Hey man.
What?
I feel like a big kid right now.
Why? Tell me why.
I got me some dots. Remember these?
Some dots?
Yeah.
They wasn't my fave, bro. But they were good though. I like candy. I don't like candy like that. But boy, I tell you what, everybody else did. Dots, Mike and Ike's.
Yeah. Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
Now we celebrated one of my aunts. We celebrated her 70th birthday, man. So this
Praise
is
be to God.
Now look, I ain't trying to put your age out there. It ain't nothing like that. But you know, found out that these candies were out back in 1958.
Okay.
You know, so you know these are the. Hey, this Halloween candy been around that long. I hate to call it that, but that's what I know it is. You know,
we used to call it, that was movie candy for us.
Movie candy, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the candy you get at the movies.
Now they ain't got that no more. I don't think.
I ain't been to a movie since. I don't go to movies. I ain't been to movies, watch TV, none of that shit.
Man, I mean, movies at your home now.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I'd rather sit. Listen, I love going to live sporting events, but I love going watching fucking football right from my couch, buddy, right from here.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep.
Replays.
Absolutely. Pause that motherfucker. Skip all the commercials. Oh yeah. I can control time. You don't give me the opportunity to control time, motherfucker. You let me play God? I can play God? Oh man, I love that.
The bathroom, come back. Pause.
Oh shit.
Like that joint click. Yeah.
Beautiful. Got my own food. I ain't had to pay $37 for a burger and fries.
How much?
Well, honestly, dog, I haven't paid for food at a sporting game in. I'm lying like shit. I have not spent money at a sporting game in most of my life, so I don't know what I'm bitching about. But I heard the burgers at these sporting places cost a lot of money, so I don't know.
Well, for us, bets and stuff like that, that shit is hot. It's like $20 for a glizzy. For people who not from the DC area, whatever like that, it's a hot dog. It's like $20 for that.
For one hot dog?
Damn near. What's that? A canned beer that you're not gonna get in the can, they gonna pour in the cup.
Yeah.
Like about $8 to $12, something like that. It's hot.
Okay. I never knew that.
Right.
Every time I went to a sporting event, man, I've been to a couple of Super Bowls, and we always are there for a business reason. So, you know, I've seen the game and eaten the place where they eating at, you know what I'm saying? But I never really had to. Even when I went to the Super Bowl one time, the guy was like, yeah, we got about 45 seats out there. You want to go sit out there? I'm like, shit, I'm sitting here with these motherfucking hamburgers. They had a Fuddrucker fixing Bob in that bitch. I said, I'm staying here. Hey, yo, let's get into this contract shit with Shakur and Devin. You know, Shakur, Devin Haney sends over 75 his way. Shakur gets 25. Shakur says, "Oh, this is how they've been doing my big brother, Terrence. They doing me just like they did my big brother."
We was talking. Matter of fact, we was talking about that, and why is that?
Well, he's trying to say that they lowballed Terrence too, saying that Terrence wasn't the A side. It was explained that Terrence was not the A side, and they wasn't going to pay him. Terrence wanted a shit ton of money, and they were like, "Nah." So he got away from Bob Arum, and Errol held out on fighting period until he got this fight done.
So Errol looked out for Crawford on this one.
Absolutely.
And we know they cool, they good guys, you know.
They real friends, for real. They cool with each other for real.
You know, they just love the sport.
Yep.
But that wasn't the case with De La Hoya and Mayweather.
Nope.
And that's not the case with Haney and Stevenson, right?
Well, I think that we have to start there. We got to start negotiation place at some point in time, right?
But I mean, you don't start the negotiations like that's just disrespectful right there.
Well, damn, ain't Devin Devin Haney got all the fucking belts. What do you expect? That guy's a B-side.
Yeah, but look, what they doing to Shakur, all right, is like a, can I say this on the end? It's like a Birdman 360 deal.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing though. It was really weird to me, right? So like, I first got wind of the deal Wednesday night.
Okay.
Wednesday night, I heard that he turned the deal down, explained why, said the thing about Crawford, him getting the short end of the stick on this deal and the whole nine. Never talked about negotiating this thing. Nobody said negotiate on nothing, right? So then Friday, I hear, oh, he's already getting ready to fight Regis Prograde. Mm-hmm. What? Where do you go? How does that happen? How does it happen that all of a sudden that now,
what's the money for that?
Nobody, know what? I haven't heard nothing. Just said it's a done deal.
What I want to know what the money is behind that situation. That sounds like a money motivated situation.
Well, Regis does have a 140 belt.
Okay. So this gonna be a 140 fight?
That's a good question. Wow, I didn't think about that. Good job.
And I really want to know. I'm really. Yeah.
Won't have to be. Prograde's not going down there. No, it's going to be 140.
So he going to step up?
Yeah, it's going to be 140.
So he going to step up, right?
Yeah.
And get beat.
Yeah.
Then are we gonna step down and try to fight Shakur? Because if you get your ass whipped at 140, you can't ask for 75-25. You can't do that. You can't jump out the gate. I mean, you coming off a win, so yeah, you can ask for this money right now. I mean, and I get it. You coming off a big win and everything like that. You know, you look good. You know, you can ask for this money. But you jump up there at that weight and you get your body beat. Go ahead.
No, I think that he was going to fight Shakur at 140 too. Right? Because remember Shakur gave up last time on the scale.
Yeah.
Said, I'll never come back down here and fight. This is my last fight down here. So I think it's all going to be a 140 thing. The only exception is that Rougarou got the belt up there.
At 140?
Yeah. I think he got the WBO, WBA, something like that.
Haney can't take them hits.
Haney can't battle with that boy's a savage.
That's what I'm saying. He can't take them hits. He can't take them hits.
But it was weird how it shifted that quick without negotiations, without going back and forth. Just like all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, now it's Regis, it's like, damn, how do we shift that goddamn fast? How did we get over there that quick?
Because they said, okay, fuck you. You don't want to take the money? All right, we go with somebody else. We get somebody else.
But let's negotiate a little bit, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, the disrespect between the camps and how they disrespecting Shakur like that. Shakur not a slouch. Shakur is not a bum. He not some fly-by-night, fighter, man. This dude's solid.
I know that. I'm saying this. Why wouldn't you want to put this on if you didn't really want to put this on? That's
you don't want to see your man get beat.
Huh?
You don't want to see your man get beat?
No, I'm just saying, does he want to fight?
Who, ain't he?
As a fucking man, bro.
Who,
do you want to fight? Yes.
Nah. I think he's scared.
That's my problem. I think he got a better chance against Regis Prograis.
Which you don't.
At all.
I think he's scared. I think he ducking. Gonna get beat. And still got to see that man anyway.
Somewhere.
You got to see that man. Because right now, as it stands, the top dogs right now, right there, is Davis. I'm gonna say Shakur, and Haney. And Haney hanging on by a thread right now. Yeah. He hanging on by a thread.
And Regis.
Well, yeah, that's the thread. That's the thread. So, if and T.O.
Timo, don't leave him out.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
Because he got the rest of them, I think, right?
I think so. So, but if you fight, okay, I don't want to lose my train of thought.
You were talking about the top guys fight, giving everybody him coming back down. He's got to fight one of them guys regardless, right?
He got to. Now we know he don't want to fight. We know he don't want to fight Davis. Like he may say, "Oh yeah, we want this guy, we want him," but you don't really want him. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to put your fight in that much danger.
That 90 days came right in handy for him, didn't it?
Man.
That 90 days.
Man, it was like he was like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Hey, look, hey, Davis. Hey, look, I think I might know who your snitch is, man. Go holler at him.
100%. They knew he right up there. He right there.
Man, look.
Crazy.
But yeah, man. After that, I don't think you gonna win that fight. You lose that fight, you gotta. I mean, who else you gonna fight? Unless you gonna fight Cruz.
No, not up there.
Coming back down. Davis and Cruz, right? You see what I'm saying? Who else you gonna fight?
You talking if Haney comes back down from 140?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fight Gervonta.
You're not gonna do that.
It's the only thing that's gonna make sense at that point, though, bro. It's gonna be hard to go backwards like that. It's the only thing that's gonna make sense. They're not gonna let him do it. They're not gonna let him go fight up there. Maybe let's say he wins a fight, a title. Let's say he goes there and fights Regis Prograis. Let's say he takes the belt off of Regis Prograis at 140. Let's just say it happens.
Okay.
I doubt he comes back down.
Well, no, you're not. Well, let me say this. So I watched this with Israel Adesanya when he jumped up weight class. He wasn't ready for that weight class. Even though he's a good fighter, better fighter than who he fought, he got beat. He got beat. He had to come back to reality.
two different kind of weight jumps though, right? It's a totally different weight jump. You're going 5 pounds. UFC, you're going from 185 to 205.
Yeah.
So now Israel don't even hold up. Israel walk around at 205.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are walking around at 230, getting down to 205.
Yeah.
So he's just fighting much, much bigger guys. I think that all those guys are naturally within the same amount of weight range, truthfully. I just think that the guys that are in 140 are a lot stronger than Devin Haney. Like, Devin Haney's not as strong as I thought he was going to be. Especially when he grew up especially his body size. Like, when he grew and started to grow into more of a grown man body, it's just not, the power's not coming with it. He's just not getting people up out of there like that. It's more of a beatdown type of thing. He's just, it's a straight whooping. So, yeah, I don't think he can beat Shakur, of course. I don't think he's going to be regional program. I think Devin Haney's in a bad situation where he's going to have to step up and really, he's going to have to fight that very hard fight and put himself out there on the line and prove that he's a dog. And he's going to have to silence the doubters because I think there's a lot of them right now.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get into this Terrence Bud Crawford shit, man.
All right, so hold on. Before we go there, Haney fights at what?
135.
Fights at 135.
Yep.
All right. Haney doesn't struggle with weight too much.
Not at all.
All right. Now, Progress. All right. He's had some struggle with weight before.
Who?
Progress.
Oh yeah.
He's had some struggle with weight before. All right. And that's coming down to make sure that he's down for that. That he's down for that weight. That he's down for that weight. And I'm only bringing this up because we made the comparison with Israel in 185 to to 205 and stuff like that. With these guys, it's still whether it's 5-10 pounds or 20 or 30 pounds, it's still a difference on the body. It still takes a toll on the body for let's say for a smaller guy to pick a weight and everything like that. He still has to learn how to work with this weight, maneuver this weight, throw these punches off of this weight, and things like that. For a guy that's been fighting at that weight and maneuvering at that weight, he has more time in operating in that, so he can maneuver and exercise a little better, and do what he needs to do as far as fighting and everything like that. Timing and everything. His timing is different when you picking up weight. Your timing slows down, even if it's just 5 pounds or whatever like that. Or how much that it slows your body down. Your reflexes aren't the same. You're not as fast. Things are different. Also, that power. It's a little more power. It's a little more pressure. A little more pressure coming at you. Would you rather get hit by a car at 25 miles an hour or a bus at 25 miles an hour? That's almost the analogy that I want to use, because when you're jumping up in weight class, it's more power to fight bigger body, and you're taking those blows from that. So I feel like, and also, Progress, excuse me, Progress ain't no slouch. He is not a slouch. I mean, I can see if he was like a super amateur or something like that, but he's not. He's a top tier fighter. So you really talking about jumping up? To me, it seems like we pointed that out. You trying to avoid a major ass whooping and an embarrassment. So you're gonna jump up, and you're gonna jump up in there with these big dogs, or these bigger dogs. I ain't gonna say big dog, but these bigger dogs, and you might get chewed up. And then what's gonna happen? You gonna stand there? You gonna stand there and stay right there for all the other big dogs to pick on you? Or you gonna get out of there? You gonna stand? You gonna try to go back and stay in your lane? Now, when you go back and try to stay in your lane, these dogs been moving. They in the fast lane now. Now you got to try to catch up with these guys because you just took this L. Now you got to recover from this L. My point. I'm done.
This is going to be a turning point in his career.
Yeah.
Hands down. This is going to be a turning point in his career because if you're right, he's almost in that place right now, dog, where he has no choice but to fight a dog now.
Got to. Ain't no more pups. Ain't no more, yeah.
No.
Hey.
You're right. You're right.
You done took all the easy classes, man.
Yep. You gotta stay right. Stay right there.
Yeah.
But now listen, like I said, he can't go back if he come down now. If he come down, he can't come back and go back anywhere other than at the champ.
Well, maybe
right?
Somebody else may be the champ by then. Who knows?
Shit. You gotta hope Javante go back to jail.
Hey. I ain't gonna know, man. I was gonna say something.
Terrible. I'm glad you stopped it. God damn. Hey, listen. Let's jump into a little. Let's finish off with Terrence and Spence. I'm so excited for this fight, bro. We're doing a live fight pass. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a live fight pass right here, baby. We're gonna do a live fight pass. We got my boy Stack, my partner in the building with Mantalk Boxing. We're gonna do a live fight pass. We're gonna blow by blow, toe for toe. We're gonna have hot dogs, glizzies. Okay, we're gonna have hot dogs. We're gonna have. Listen, it's gonna be a party. Wings.
Yeah, I'm gonna have wings. I'm not gonna have flats.
I'm having hot dogs. I'm gonna eat the hot dogs in the gayest ways I can find. Watch.
Oh man.
No, but please tune in to our July 29th boxing live cast we're gonna do from right here.
Yes,
we cannot wait, bro. We are so excited to see this fight. Needless to say, these guys they are in shape.
Yeah.
They have moved into their training homes.
Yeah.
I'm sure we on cruise control these last few days, right? Because it's time.
Oh God.
Oh. I'm gonna wait till I see all accesses.
Oh God.
Before I drop my prediction.
Okay.
My final prediction. I want to see what these camps look like. What?
Camps.
Yeah. I want to see what does getting it look like for these guys right now.
Ooh, how many miles are these guys running? You know what I'm saying? What's the condition?
So Bud went to the mountains.
Mountains? Okay. High elevation. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the training. Higher elevation, thinner air. You know what I'm saying?
I know about it very well.
Oh yeah, I bet you. Makes it harder to breathe, huh? Running up those hills and mountains.
All right. Hey, listen, I was in New York City. I'll never forget I was in New York City. And Tank says, I said, Tank, we had to do Good Morning America. Good Morning something. It's one of the mainstream morning shows. The one that Strahan is on is the one we were doing.
Okay.
And we came out of the hotel, and my driver said, yo, I don't give a fuck what time we leave, bro. We not making it on time. And this is to get to the rehearsal.
Oh shit.
This is just to get to the rehearsal because listen, we had to be there by like 4 a.m., come back to the hotel, get dressed, and then go back up there, right? And you know, this is New York, but when we in Manhattan, it's not far. But in the car, it's sometimes a farther car ride than it is if you just walk the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So Tank was like, "Don't even worry about it." Tank said, "Man, we'll run." He said, "You think the traffic?" He said, "Yeah, something happened up there, and something's happened over here, so we can't get there." He said, "But once it clear up, it should be fine." Tank said, "Fuck it, we gonna run." I said, "Let's do it." We went upstairs, changed our shoes and shit. Me and him, we ran. It was like a mile and a half.
Okay.
I had lived here at that time for about 4 years. Tank was like, "Yo," he was like, "Bro, you just ate that mile and a half like it wasn't shit." I said, "Yo, I live in elevation. Coming down here and running ain't shit." And I was surprised myself. I was like, "God damn, how long?" The guy was like, and so the driver was like, "Yeah, this is about a mile and a half. Y'all killed that shit." I was like, "Yo, it's totally different. When I leave here and go to regular sea level, it's just totally different. I don't have allergies no more. My nose clear out. It's crazy, bro." But yeah, he going to the mountains to train. I think Spencer's, got the heat on his side. It's going to be hot in Vegas on the 29th, dog. It's going to be hot. And I know ain't no heat like Texas heat. Ooh, doggy. It's hot. So, man, listen, bro, we're going to keep giving guys updates, talk about the All Access. We're going to keep giving you guys promo in our live cast that we're going to have on July 29th. We're going to keep you with updates on Shakur, this Rougarou Prograis fight. We're going to find out where Devin Haney's going to land, where Devin's going to be with Rougarou. We're going to find out who's going to fight Shakur, what's going to happen. But guess what? You can get you right here all on the Dank Dad Mantalk Boxing Cast. You dig? Me and my brother Stack, I love you, brother. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I do. I got something I want to say, man.
Okay.
Whatever this little shit is, black licorice or whatever like that, this is the nastiest thing on the face of the earth.
Black licorice?
Hell yeah. Licorice?
I'll eat black licorice.
Yeah,
or any kind of licorice.
It's disgusting. You want to eat Twistlers? Something like that?
You ever drink Sambuca?
No.
You ever had Sambuca? It's a liquor that tastes just like black licorice. I drank so much of it in college, dog. I'm cool with black licorice. Yeah, and we out, man. Salute. We got a Dank Dad, homie. One, bye.
Merch, the whole nine, man.
All that shit. You heard me.
Yeah, we